An 80-year-old man is sitting by a pond when a frog hops onto a lily pad nearby. "Excuse me, sir," the frog says. "I'm not just a frog. I'm actually a cursed princess. If you kiss me, the spell will break. I'll turn back into a gorgeous, horny princess and I'll fuck you senseless. Morning, noon, and night. I'll ride you, suck you, drain you until you can't stand." The old man pauses, thinks for a second, then calmly picks up the frog and slips it into his pocket. The frog squirms. "Didn't you hear me? I said if you kiss me, I'll transform into a princess and you'll get endless sex." The old man chuckles, pats his pocket and says, "Sweetheart, at 80 years old, I'd rather have a talking frog." An old farmer in Louisiana had a big piece of land, and out back he had a beautiful pond. He'd fixed it up real nice. Picnic tables, horseshoe courts, fruit trees. It was the perfect little getaway spot. One warm evening, the farmer grabbed a 5-gallon bucket to collect some fruit and decided to stroll down to the pond. As he got close, he heard laughter, splashing, and squeals of excitement. When he stepped out of the trees, he saw half a dozen gorgeous young women skinny dipping in his pond. Naked bodies glistening in the water, breasts bobbing, asses flashing in the moonlight. The women spotted him and screamed, rushing to the far end of the pond, covering themselves as best they could. One yelled out, "We're not coming out until you leave, old man!" The farmer tipped his hat, gave them a sly grin, and said, "Ladies, don't worry. I didn't come down here to watch your beautiful tits bounce around or stare at your bare little pussies." He held up his bucket and added, "I just came down here to feed the alligators." An old man applied for a job as a woodcutter. The boss looked him up and down and said, "You don't look strong enough for this kind of work." The old man smiled. "I can cut down any tree with a single swing." To prove it, he stepped outside, swung his axe, and dropped a 5-foot tree in one blow. Then he did the same to a 10-foot tree, then a 30-foot tree. Finally, he walked up to an 80-foot redwood, swung once, and the giant came crashing down. The boss, wide-eyed, asked, "That's incredible! Where did you learn to chop like that?" The old man said, "In the Sahara forest." The boss frowned. "Don't you mean the Sahara Desert?" The old man grinned. "Well, that's what they call it now." An 89-year-old man shuffles into the urologist's office. "Doc, I need a vasectomy." "A vasectomy? At your age? Why the hell would you need that?" The old man grins. "Well, Doc, I just married this smoking hot 22-year-old. Perfect tits, tight little ass, the kind of girl that could make a dead man hard. We've been fucking like rabbits, but last night she tells me she's pregnant. I can't be raising babies at 90. I need this problem fixed." The doctor says, "Let me tell you a story. A man went walking in the woods one day, and suddenly a massive bear charged at him. The guy had no gun, nothing. He panicked, pointed his fingers, shouted, 'Bang!' and somehow the bear dropped dead with a bullet in its skull." The old man frowns. "That's impossible. Somebody else must have fired the shot." The doctor nods slowly and says, "Exactly, Mr. Johnson, and I think that's what's happening in your case, too."